Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. First pair which I have is Swiss franc yen, and what we can see here that price went up, broke previous top, yes, also area of the resistance. It's still on the weekly chart, the momentum is very strong, but now it also seems that price might to retrace, and the question is, do we have retracement this deeper one to the 36 CMA or maybe to the 12, or just this is just the small retest of the breakout of this, and then price will continue with this momentum. Okay, but definitely weekly chart is pointing up. We have still very strong uptrend. This is our weekly trend line. So as long, of course, if as long as this trend line is holding, we are pointing up and we are in the uptrend. This is our daily chart. So let's draw support zone. This is this previous spike which I told you previously on the weekly. Yes, and right now we see that price broke, is retesting, and or we have continuation or lower high maybe, and this deeper retracement. So this is our next resistance, our previous top, because basically price is making new higher highs, so we don't have anything expect this last stop. Yes. So our next area of the support is on this spike here, you can see, but this is with the 36 EMA, and the next level, in case if price decide to retrace a little bit deeper, is here, and another one is, oops, not this line, and another is lower here. Okay, so we have those levels where price might react somehow on the daily chart. Also, we can see that the last one is is a confluence with the possible 36 on the weekly chart. Yes, but right now daily is still pointing up. This is our daily trend line here, so we see that price right now is retesting this trend line. So what we can do if we go to lower time frames, because we have this, it's also more visible on the 4-hour chart. This line, as you can see, if we change the angle a little bit, we'll see that this is a strong line here. We can still look for buy scenarios. Yes, so we draw this to the 3 line. We have this daily 1 to 3. So what we can do, whenever price starts to break this line, we are interested to go and buy this and try to target the previous stop here. If price breaks this, we can look for short scenarios against main direction, and then we know that our area of the support, which is here, is our next target. Okay, so this is option to trade after breakout. Also, if you like, if you are a day trader, scalper, right now you are on this 1-hour chart trend line together with the 36 EMA. So if price starts to break this, you can look for short scenarios, target this trend line or previous bottom. In case of the breakout, yes, you can get nice trade and target even this. Okay, so this is Swiss franc yen. Next is GBPCAD. Also here, we had this breakout, price started to move. Our next area of the resistance is up here, and the next one is still higher. And same story like Swiss franc yen, and we see that we had this breakout. Now price is retracing. There is, you see, price didn't close higher, but it's closing lower weekly candle. So the question is it false breakout and price will make this deeper retracement, or this is just a breakout, small retest on the daily, and price will continue to go up? Okay, in case if price decide to retrace, this is our area of support. Yes, and then of course on the weekly chart we have next one here, and of course 36 EMA on the weekly. So what we have on the daily, we have this strong candle right now. If we look for the daily trend line, it's still here and very strong. We have we can even draw it from this point to this point. So we see that now this is very strong candle for the retracement. So the question is, do we have this deeper retracement immediately, or we'll still have situation that price will, retest, stays here, and then bounce and maybe go up again to retest previous stops? In case of the breakout, of course, we know where price might to go, yes, to the next area of the resistance. or we'll stay here, yes, like this, and maybe then price will break and make this deeper retracement to this or even lower. Okay. Oh, of course, here, sorry, we have also area of the support zone, but I didn't draw it because it's with the 36 CMA. So for me, it's enough to have 36 and this trend line. Lower time frames are okay to try to sell it. Okay, so now what we can do, or we wait for some retracements. Okay, so we draw this trend line here or this line, and we just wait for the retracement. And whenever price starts to break this at some point, we look for buy scenarios. Okay, so this is option to trade with the main direction. But like I said, we had this trend line breakout on the 4-hour chart, so we can look for possible short scenarios on the lower time frames. Unfortunately, we didn't have setup here on the 1-hour chart, but maybe we'll get later. Yes, so if you get set up here together with possible retracement to this trend line, this is option to go and sell this. Okay, so and of course your target is the daily 36 EMA together with this trend line. Okay, so this is GBPCAD, GBPUSD dollar. Broke resistance and reached another resistance. So basically, we are on the level where we can also expect some retracements, as you can see here. This is the zone. Of course, if you pay attention, we still have situation that we can have something higher, but basically we are around the resistance. Next area for GBPUSD dollar, if we compare this move here, we will get only here there's resistance, which is far away, but in between we have also something smaller, less visible, yeah, something like this, yeah. So basically this is what we have. So because of the breakout of this, maybe we'll get continuation. And this candle, you see, weekly candle is closing up, so it's showing us that it's pointing up. So maybe we'll have continuation, but because we are on the resistance, we can also say that we will get this retracement, yes, like we said last time. So if you go to daily, yes, price was struggling here, struggling, breakout, retest, continuation. Okay, we are still in this up move. So basically, for our chart, we would like to see retracements, yes, and then we look for the lower time frame entries to target this resistance level. Okay, so whenever price starts to retrace, you look for possible long scenarios and target the resistance. In case of the breakout, you have another one. In case if price retrace, then this will be interesting because maybe we'll get just the spike on the weekly chart, and maybe then price decide to retrace lower. Of course, as long as this trend line is holding, this is the best line which we have. We are still more focused to buy than sell. Whenever price starts to break this trend line, we can look for and think about the sells from the long-term perspective, and then we can try to target definitely, this is our next and very low support zone. In between, we have next one somewhere around this area. So after breakout of this, we can look for potential drops to this level or lower, of course, together with the weekly 36 EMA. Okay, so this is right now GBPUSD dollar. So we are more focused right now to buy after retracements. And we will see if price starts to create funny moves here, yes, that will go down, will go up, yes, some you want to stay away and you will wait patiently for breakout of those two levels, yes. Don't try to catch any trades, of course, if you are day trader or swing trader in the situation like this. Okay, like I mark here, so try to see clean perspective. At GBPN weekly chart, price retested the last top. There is still, if we go to monthly, we still have a lot of room to go. Yes, so there is still a lot of space for price to continue. But right now we just reached the last top. If we look for the next area of the resistance, we will find it here. Sorry. And now what can happen? Well, definitely this is not the perfect chart on the weekly chart. Yes, it's kind of the range. Yes, there is no direction. anymore, but direction is for, I mean, long-term perspective direction is we can draw trend line. Yes, we can draw trend line here. So, we can say that price is pointing up, but basically, when I say that there is no clean direction, if I compare, for example, here where price was, moving, yeah, you see, and then started to range with the huge spikes going up and down. So this is what I say that there is no direction. Definitely right now we see that the momentum is to go and buy this because we have very strong white candles, but we retested resistance. So the question is, do we have will we have this retracement to the 36 or the trend line, or price will just stay and continue to go higher? Okay. So daily chart now bounce on the 12. Do we have any trend line on the daily? This is the only line which I see right now. So price is bouncing on the 12. So I pick up this pair mainly for the day trading and scalping, because we are pointing up on the weekly, also on the daily. And if you go to 1 hour chart, we had already this breakout. So what I like to get is the retracement, and then we can definitely look for buy scenarios and try to target this resistance zone. Okay, so this is what we want to do right now on the GPN. If price reach this area again, yes, if price will reach this area again and we will not get breakout, but price will hesitate and start to push down, then you can also look for trades against main direction to trade in the possible retracement. Of course, if you want to see confirmation, ideally you want to get 4-hour chart trend line breakout, then you target this daily trend line. But you can also go, for example, to 1-hour chart, and the question is, of course, how price continue to here. But if possible, you just draw 1-hour chart trend line, and then after, if price continue, will go hesitate. After breakout, you can look for short scenarios, target this 4-hour chart trend line. Okay, so this is what we can have here, but right now definitely we are interested to go and buy this. If this is just the false breakout and price will go down again, then what we will do, we will just change the angle of this line. As long as this trend line will hold, we'll change the angle and we'll leave the price here, and after breakout we look for buys again. After breakout of this, of course, we are interested to sell this, and then of course we target next level after breakout of this trend line. The next level of the daily chart, let me just draw it just in case, yes, is here. So after breakout, this is our next goal. So now we are interested to go and buy this, and USDCAD. Last week we had some momentum. This is our support zone. This is in the wedge. Yes, this pair is in the wedge, or even you can draw this range in between with a false breakout. So for me, it doesn't really matter if we have range, wedge. Definitely, we don't have situation where prices. This is also higher time frame trend line. We don't have clean situation on the weekly where price or is going down or it's going up. Okay, so but if you go to lower time frames, one last thing, this trend line. Okay, so we have this is support. Let's draw another support, because right now price is pointing down. So if we have breakout, this is a possible situation where price might to go. See, we had very strong candle right now. We had this daily trend line. Okay, we had this line here. It was, I think, caused by some news. So now it's very simple. What we would like to do, we just wait for the retracement and we try to sell. 1 hour chart didn't give us anything yet, but you can also wait for this and then lower time frame entries, or 1 hour chart if you like. If you don't trade 1 hour chart but only 4-hour chart, then of course you wait for the retracement of the 4-hour chart and you try to sell this. And of course your target is the previous bottom here, this whole area. No, last time price stopped here, so this you can target, and then just to have idea where to manage. And then of course the last lows are also important, so you can also first of all check on the previous bottom, and if price won't stop, will continue, then you have next lows here, and the lowest point is down here. So basically this whole area is your target. And the last is gold. And gold, last time we said about the breakout, and this breakout happened, and price reached to our resistance. Didn't break it, didn't continue to go up. Of course, this is the highest point, yeah. And right now on the weekly chart, you see how it looks. Price again is making like a spiky candle. So maybe now we will get this deeper retracement. And of course, if this happens, we really would like to target like a weekly 36 EMA. Okay, we have those support zones for the day trading. Yes, but if this is really false breakout, and the price will retrace from the weekly perspective, this support with the weekly 36 is our goal. And if we go to daily charts, yeah, we had this breakout. So we said last time, yes, you see those are our lines. Price broke it. We didn't have like a clean 1, 2, 3 here. This was a more tricky chart setup. Of course, we can also trade this in a different way. Yes, if we cannot see 1, 2, 3, but we see that price, is in the range, is making this stop, we can just place pending order here, place stop loss below. Or another way of trading is just go to lower time frames after breakout and try to find 1, 2, 3s on the lower time frames. Here, of course, our goal was resistance with the next potential level. Now price just retested this and went down. So if we pay attention to current situation, we are still without clean setups, if I can say like this. Let me just delete this. We know that this is so we'll have less lines. For me right now, gold is difficult because it didn't continue, reacted. Now it's pointing down, but again is sitting on the 4-hour chart 36 EMA. So theoretically, we can look for some buy scenarios if, of course, price breaks this trend line. Okay, if price breaks this trend line, we can go and buy this. Or intraday traders, if you get this retracement to the 12 to 36, lower time frames entries to sell, and you target this trend line from the daily chart. Okay, but this will be very aggressive, because if we have retracement, you will be still above the 36 EMA. However, because price retested the previous stop and reacted strongly, maybe you'll get just the small retracement and continuation to this level. So definitely gold was better last time than now. But no, like I said, or you'll wait for long or aggressively short scenarios target this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Enjoy your weekend, and we hear soon. Bye.